What's up, guys? Today we're going to be talking about a topic that's been on my mind lately, and it's actually been kind of pissing me off. And that is the fact that this new generation growing up today, this new generation of Fortnite kids, will never understand just the glory that they missed out on. And I'm talking about the golden era of gaming, the golden era of Xbox Live and Call of Duty. That time span from 2007 to 2012, back when Xbox Live was the Wild West, and Call of Duty was king. Back when you could say and do whatever you wanted, and you didn't have to worry about getting banned or canceled or chat restricted. And this new generation of kids will never understand any of this stuff because they're all wimps. So this video is for everyone who remembers loading up into a Modern Warfare 2 lobby after school, trash talking in the pregame lobby because back then you actually had to go into game chat when you went into a game, unlike now where everybody's in party chat. And honestly, if you ask me, that's ruined gaming because trash talking was a part of the experience. So loading into the pregame lobby, trying to get a nuke or an AC-130, trying to get fall on every gun, those things actually meant something because today these kids are logging into Fortnite, doing stupid little TikTok dances, building skyscrapers, having mid-ass gun battles, and calling that peak gaming. Give me a break. So let's break it down. If you're a younger gamer right now, odds are your first console was the PS4 or maybe the Xbox One, and your first shooter was probably Fortnite. And look, the game was financially successful. I'll acknowledge that. But other than that, it's a night and day difference between our generation and yours. We grew up on a game that wasn't necessarily made for kids, like Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, World at War. Those games were brutal, they were gritty, and they were actually made for adults. And we just snuck our way into the lobbies. You think Activision designed Favela and High Rise with 9-year-olds in mind? Hell no. But Fortnite, on the other hand, it is made for kids. It's literally a cartoon shooter with bright colors, no blood, and skins that look like they were ripped off, ripped out of a Happy Meal box. They market it like it's Nickelodeon with guns. That's the difference. COD didn't hold your hand. You had to learn, adapt, and survive in toxic lobbies where people would flame your ass for using a noob tube or camping in the corner. It built character. So, like this generation right now, the people who are kids now playing Fortnite, are they really going to want to go back and play Fortnite when they're adults? No, they're not because the game's a child's game. That's why people always like to say to me, "Well, you're just biased because every generation says that what like the thing that they grew up was better than what they have now." But yeah, that's true most of the time. But in this instance, it's 100% correct. I still play Modern Warfare 2 to this day, not because it makes me nostalgic, but because it's a good ass game and it's a lot of fun to play. Unlike Fortnite, when if I was playing that as a kid, I would not be playing it as an adult because it's just stupid and childish. And so, like when Call of Duty was at its peak, it was everywhere. Everybody was playing it. Your friends, your cousins, your teammates from school. It wasn't about flashy skins or goofy emotes. It was about dominating. It was about getting that AC-130 and calling in a nuke, planting the bomb and search and destroy while you spin around in a circle and troll the other team. That was a rush, and that's really what kept you hooked. Now, Fortnite is just a clown show. You shoot a kid once and suddenly he's building the Eiffel Tower in 2 seconds flat. Like, come on. This is supposed to be a shooter. Why am I fighting a Disney architect with ADHD? The building mechanics single-handedly ruined what could have been a solid game, if, but that's also considering if it wasn't cartoony. And now it's so bloated with crossover nonsense. There's Marvel, Star Wars, anime, rappers. At this point, Fortnite feels more like a marketing platform than a video game. And don't even get me started on the YouTubers who jumped ship the second Fortnite took off. I'm looking directly at people, losers like Ali A. This dude used to make Call of Duty content when it was at its peak. He used to pretend to care about the game. Then Fortnite dropped and he threw all that out the window for views. You could tell who was in it for the love of the game and who was just in it for clout. When the trend changed, they folded, they abandoned COD, and now they're still pumping out Fortnite content 6, 7 years later like it's still fresh, when it's not. The real ones stuck around. They supported Blackout. They gave the Modern Warfare reboot series a chance. They didn't sell their community out because some cartoon game went viral on Twitch. And yeah, I know COD has went through a bit of a rough patch lately, but the real ones who actually cared didn't just bail. And don't get me wrong, Modern Warfare 2 wasn't perfect. It wasn't broken. It was broken, chaotic, and it was unfair. But that's exactly what made it legendary. One man army noob tubes, quick scoping lobbies, getting spawn trapped on Wasteland, those moments burn themselves into your memory. COD used to have a soul. There was grit, identity, the sound of a predator missile incoming, the sound of the announcer saying enemy AC-130 above. Those things made the game feel intense, like you were a part of something. Fortnite just doesn't have that. It's disposable entertainment. You log in, you do some stupid challenges, you might unlock a new banana costume, and then what? You forget about it a week later. So, you guys, like, all in all, Fortnite is a joke. It was never fun, honestly. Even when I did buy into the battle royale craze back in like 2018 when it was at its peak, Fortnite was nowhere near the top of the list of battle royales I wanted to play. I was a big fan of Blackout. I thought that was probably the best battle royale we've ever gotten. I really liked Apex Legends. I did not care for Warzone. I thought it was goofy and it took a weird spin on battle royale. I didn't like it. But Fortnite, out of all those games, was the bottom of the list. The building mechanic was stupid, and it was just childish. It was stupid. And I looked at Alie's YouTube channel right before making this video, and he left COD in 2017 after World War II was the last game he covered on his channel, and then Fortnite took off, and that's all he covered. And the last 5 years was I went through back on his channel, and it's all Fortnite content. So that proves a number of things here. He was never a Call of Duty fan. It was all for views. It was all fake, and he doesn't care about Fortnite either. And you claim to be some big, huge gamer, but the only game you play is the most mainstream pile of garbage game there is, really? A true gamer plays all sorts of games. They don't just play one. And if you subscribe to him, you're an idiot because you're falling into the same thing my generation did when he was making fake COD content. Because he doesn't actually care about the game, he just wants your views. And if he did actually care about the game, wouldn't that be more alarming? A grown ass man being that excited about Fortnite? Yeah, that's a little weird. But anyways, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this topic, and I'll see you guys all next time.